our first table talk for the 2022-2023 school year. I'm Holly Frias, I'm the district principal.
And I'm Amy Ward, I'm the district assistant principal.
There's a few things we want to talk to you guys about to start this school year off. I know that you guys have heard once or twice that we are an A-rated campus, and so we want to explain a little bit to you about that. And there's some good things, some new things we have going on that we just want to inform you of. So playground is one of them. It's to come. We will touch on that in just a little bit. So this report card, this rating that comes from TEA, we want you to kind of understand the best way possible for us to explain this on how we received the rating that we got. You need to understand that the score is very complex. The formula that they use is very difficult for a lot of us in education to even understand, let alone you guys out there. So the best way I know to explain it is you can choose. Districts can pick how they want to be rated, and really the state does, because it's whichever one you do best in. So there's domain 1, which is a student achievement, and that's basically the pass rate for the state assessment. Domain 2 is school progress. That's going to be the rate at which you showed accelerated instruction, and that's just for reading and math. And then that is all that is included for the elementary and junior high schools, is just the rate that you showed growth. In domain 2 for the high school, there's also CCMR and what's the other one? Graduation rate. Right. So the high school can greatly influence, for domain 2, the entire district score. You get to choose between domain 1 or domain 2, and that is 70% of your overall score. And then domain 3 is 30% either way, and that's closing the gaps. And we're going to talk to you in detail about that in a little bit. Our A rating came from school progress, which is academic achievement. Specifically, 93 tests out of 107 showed a significant amount of accelerated growth. That is either at grade level or above. So that is how our district wound up with the A rating that we did, because 70% came from the school progress. Our CCMR and our graduation rate also boosted that score a little bit and helped out, but that is what we chose this year. And Ms. Ward is going to talk a little bit in detail about our specific rating and some things that you just might want to understand, or might try to understand. She's going to share it with you though.
It is. It's very complex. It takes a lot to try to figure out these scores. We are going to show some slides real quick, and you will see that you're going to see our path to the progress that we made. So in 2020, the COVID year, everyone understands that students were not tested. So we are including on these slides 2020, 2021, and then how the scores came out in 2022. And you're going to see that progress. You are going to see that our kids made leaps and bounds progress in just that 1 year. And that is strictly 100% staff and students. They did the work, and they 100% deserve the recognition for that work. So take a minute to look at those slides and just look at 2021 versus 2022. I gave you the passing rates so that you could see where we were at in every category. Understand that those are not the same kids always, because some kids left elementary and went to junior high, some kids left junior high and went to high school. Right. So it's not the same kids, it is the same subjects and same test in those subjects. So just understand that. The next slide is going to be something called closing the gaps. And closing the gaps is a category that makes up 30% of your score. And so this is an important category for all schools. But within that category, every school is broken down into different student populations. They are called subpopulations within your whole student population. So on this slide, you will see which subpopulations that we do not have enough students in to even qualify to have that figured in. So just understand when you see the different closing the gaps, we're small and we don't always qualify for all of those categories. But this slide will show you the categories in which we do qualify and whether or not we met, they set a target. So whether or not we met that target score for each category.
And one of the things specifically to talk about on that slide you'll see is economically disadvantaged. And we just wanted to explain to you how that's rated. And there's a few changes, I guess, that you need to be aware of to see if you qualify for that.
Right. So last year, our school participated in a program that came from the COVID years, where we provided free breakfast and free lunch for all students in the district. And so we didn't fill out meal applications. But this year, meal applications are back. And we would just like to, we know that this is a tough time for everyone economically. And we just encourage you to fill out those meal applications because the wage table has increased. And so you might qualify for that. And if you qualify, we are glad for you to qualify. And that increases that category for us.
And it also, I mean, depending on the number of students you have in each campus that qualifies as economically disadvantaged, there's access to grant opportunities, there's access to just
different educational resources
that
would benefit our school.
And we have several people that are ready to, technology is one of them, that we can jump on, if that's one of those things. But again, it's all based on the data you provide us. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm sure, I don't know, if you're like the rest of us, you're probably still confused about that A rating and how we got it. So if you have any questions, reach out to administration. A lot of our teachers have been informed on this, so just ask them and they'll share it or they'll point you in our direction. So don't hesitate to call and we'll try our best to clarify. A few other things that I just want to mention, the playground, we had the deadline of August. We're just as upset as our community is about not having it in, but ultimately this is a extremely expensive playground and we want to make sure that it is there and it's there for the long haul. So the substrate is what we are dealing with right now with all the rain. We have to make sure that we build it on a solid foundation, and so that's what we are working on. As soon as it dries up and we can get the correct substrate out there, they will be here to move forward with that. So bear with us. The children, they're waiting patiently. We update them regularly on that. So trust me, we know you're ready. They tell us daily. So we're doing everything we can to make that happen. And then I just wanted to touch base on a few good things that we have going on. UIL Academics is something we brought back last year. We have Miss Gibson, who is over the elementary and junior high, organizing that and getting her teams in place. We have several teachers who have volunteered to do that. So that's off and running. If your kids come home talking to you about it, sign up. They'll have 1 day a week, usually, that they'll practice per event. So just keep them involved. We want them to represent Evadale. We want them to get that experience. Last year, the 8th grade was very successful with UIL Academics. So they are held to the fire when they come up to high school this year. They're gonna, stay involved. We have actually 13 events at the high school now, so it's growing. One of those being one act play. So if your students come home talking about getting involved with one act play, it's true. We're not making that up. Miss Smith is going to take that on for us, so we're really excited to see what happens there. And then we have some organizations I just wanted you to be aware of. At the junior high, we started student council last year. Miss Brinkman is working with Miss Skinner to keep that going. And then we have we're going to start National Junior Honor Society for the junior high, and Miss Smith, Miss Kaylee Smith, our math teacher, is going to take that over for us. And then at the high school, some events or some organizations that we've already had was NHS with Miss Chisholm. And then we have NAHS with Mr. Hoke. Student Council is with Miss Brinkman. She does the Rebel Market. It's going to be coming back in the spring, so be looking forward to be taking a part in that. FFA, Mr. Clark and Mr. Folk, they're keeping that going. We've got Yearbook with Miss Love, and then we have CIA is now going to be with Mr. Smith. He came up from the junior high and he is already involved with the kids, and he's doing great things with that. And then we have FCCLA with Miss Oliver, and Miss Cox is helping her. So the kids are involved. They're having a great start to this school year. We are too. I know this was a long video. If you have 10 minutes, I hope you did to spare to watch it. Please contact us if you have any questions, and we will gladly give you all the answers that you need. Anything else, Ms. Ward?
I think that's it. I agree with Ms. Frias. We are off to a great start. Kids are loving being here, and we just encourage you to call us if you need any information or any anything that we can help you with, we're here.
Yep. Have a good day.